Welcome to the first ever episode of Cooking with Abs. Now in today's episode we're going to be making something called Karak Chai. Now Karak Chai is very popular amongst the Middle East. It's a very milky, sweet tea and only needs a few ingredients to make, and I promise you it's the best thing to have in a cold winter's day. Now what we have is 3 medium to small sized bay leaves. We have 4 cardamoms, 2 small pieces of cinnamon, and also 4 cloves. Now normally to make Karak Chai we use loose tea, but I don't have it, so I'm using normal PG tips. About three of them will do. Now ginger is something which is optional. I tend to put it in my Karak Chai because it gives that extra kick and that flavour. Only going to need about a 1 inch thick cut slice, half a cup of milk. Now sugar is to taste, it depends on how sweet you like it. I like to have mine really sweet, so a very small cup of sugar, and this is the main ingredient, which is evaporated milk. Gives it that creamy texture and it's very nice. So let's get cracking. We start by boiling some water. Now normally I'll boil mine in a kettle before I put it into the pan. You can do that as well, it will speed things up. So put some boiling water into the pan and we're going to add the 4 cardamoms inside the water. Also add the cinnamon sticks. We also add our cloves. Now let this simmer for at least about 5-7 minutes. Once it comes to the boil, it will let loose all the oils which are inside the spices. And don't forget to add the bay leaves. Now let that boil. Once it comes to a boil, we'll add the ginger and also the tea bags. Now the water's come to a boil, that's when we'll add our garlic. I tend to cut it into 2 pieces, and followed by the tea bags. Just give that a little mix so everything infuses together. Now let that boil again for another about 5 minutes, I'll say. So now this has been boiling for about 5 minutes now. Turn the gas down on low. Now what I tend to do, I take out the tea bags so it don't get too strong. Now it's totally up to you, you can keep it in and take it out last. Now once you take out the tea bags, I put the sugar in. So just pour the sugar in. Let's give it a little stir. After that, put in about half a tin of evaporated milk. Now this will give it that creamy texture which is very famous in the Karak Chai. And along with that, add the half cup of milk. And bring up the gas to full and let that simmer for another 5 minutes, and you'll see that most of it will evaporate, and it will become very creamy. Now once it's come to a boil like this and it starts rising, just put the gas to low and then put it back up to high and let that simmer up to the top again. And just repeat that process probably about 3 times. Now once you do that about 3 times, I'll say, just let it boil for another about a minute or 2, then your tea will be ready. Now this is risen about 3 times now. Now what you can do is just switch the gas off and let that settle back down again. Now pour them into the individual cups. Make sure you sieve it through first to stop all the excess debris. And there you have it, Karak Chai. And there you have it, perfect creamy Karak Chai served piping hot. And I promise you it's the best thing to drink on a cold winter's evening. Thank you for watching my video. Please do subscribe to my channel and drop a like and some comments. I'll be really happy to read those or answer any questions you may have on the recipe. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and I hope to release more in the future. Thank you.